Hey, Startup Girls Club, Ali Craig here. On this week's episode of Purpose, we're talking about when you have no idea what in the hell you're doing. How do you find your purpose? Far too often, we have start businesses and we are so passionate about it. And then stuff happens in life and you're like, did I choose this? I'm not sure. I know I can remember working in my business and having my ex-husband working with me, and I was completely baffled because my ex was about 9 or 10 years older than me. I was completely baffled when he had no purpose in life. I was like, how the hell do you not know what the hell you want to do with your life? I'm a little confused here. Well, you get divorced and somehow you hit 30s, and I'm just like, did I choose this? I'm not sure. So you kind of begin to wonder if you ever had your purpose. Is it really right? So let me give you a few tips on how you can actually make sure you're working in your purpose, not your passion, not something you fell into, and not something that someone else wanted you to do. Think back to the earliest memories you have of yourself as a kid. What did you love? What did you love to do? What did you always do that either you always got in trouble for, or you always got praised for, or sometimes people don't even know that you did, you just did it in secret? What did you do? Write that down, your absolute earliest memories. Then fast forward 3 or 4 years. What did you do at that age? What did you love to do? Then fast forward again, and fast forward again, and fast forward again. And what you're going to notice is that when you go back to the earliest memories you have, that is the truest form of your purpose ever created until now. Because whatever you did instinctually as a kid, number one, you clearly had natural giftings in. Number two, you clearly had a natural desire in. And number three, you were good at it. Even if you got in trouble for it, you were good at it. That's why you got in trouble. So what was that? And yes, maybe it was something like you made mud pies or you drew on the wall. And you don't want to draw on the wall professionally, maybe. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to, do murals. That's cool too. But when you begin to see throughout your ages what you did, you begin to see a common thread. Like for me personally, I always was redesigning my room. Parents didn't know it or not. Every 6 months, I would start moving things around. I always understood instinctually the energy within a space. And so I would always move things around to make it better for the relationships I was trying to have. Did I know that's what I was doing back then? Nope. But I know that's what I was doing now. I was always interested in psychology and I was always interested in science. And I always really wanted to influence people in a way of making the relationships easier. So when we were in a space or an environment, trying to move people, move things, move body language to make it happen, to make that relationship better. Well, look what I do now, guys. I freaking build relationships for people, and I use space and things and colors and emotions and body language to do it. Because in the root of what I've always instinctually done, I'm going to be naturally good at it as an adult. So take yourself out on a coffee date, bring a notebook and a pen, and do a little journaling. See what it was. And if you don't remember, ask your parents and be like, what did I always do as a kid that you used to always get mad at me? Or that you always loved that I did? Or ask your sibling, what did I always do that annoyed the hell out of you when I was a child? And it's going to be amazing the answers you get. So just be forewarned. But when you feel like you're losing your purpose, there's an easy way to always make sure that you're on track. And then from there, you can say, does my life fulfill this? Does my work fulfill this? If it does, you're on track. If it doesn't, you can get back on track. You're not dead. You can keep going.